Hey guys, so today I have swatches of the Glitter Daze Escape to Paradise collection. There are 10 polishes in here. These are available right now. So there are 10 polishes here. I will link Glitter Daze down below where you guys can check these out, and I will get into the swatches. So the first polish is called I'm Not Melon-Choly, and this is a lime green with a pink shimmer, some holographic, and some silver flakies. So here's one coat. This one is a little bit sheer on the first coat. I can still see my nail line pretty well, and I can see space through all those flakies, but it does cover very evenly. I don't have to do any manipulation or like weird swiping or anything to get it spread out evenly. So here's two coats. This one actually covers completely in two. The nail line isn't visible at all. It's not going to feel super textured because these are flakies. They're going to lay a lot flatter than a glitter would, but you might want a top coat anyway just to make it glassy. So there is two coats of I'm Not Melon-Choly. The next polish is called Wanderlusting, and this is kind of like a peachy pink. It has an orangish gold shimmer to it with those same silver flakies and some holographic. So here's one coat. This one covers pretty well on the first coat. You have to really look at it to make out my nail line. I'm going to do a second because I think it'll deepen it up quite a bit. And the formula on this is fantastic as well. And the shimmer stands out really nicely, and it's picking up on the camera really nicely as well, which can sometimes be a challenge. So here is two coats. And two coats covers completely. Again, this isn't going to dry incredibly textured, but you will want a top coat just to make it smooth. And it should not be difficult to remove because there's no actual glitter in here, just flakies. Flakies can tend to make a little bit of a mess on the skin, but they won't stick to the nail like a glitter does. So there is two coats of Wanderlusting. The next polish is Let's Have a Waikiki, and this is a kind of medium pink. It has a really strong pinky purple flash to it, holographic, and those silver flakies. So here's one coat. And this one also covers really well on the first coat. I think it's not completely opaque. Obviously I'm going to need two, but there's so much going on that it does help distract from the nail line. And again, great formula. These pretty much were identical formula-wise through the entire collection. So here's two coats. And this one covers completely in two. And sorry about all the weird rounded corners. I've had multiple breaks this week, and every time they grow out I break one again. So there is two coats of Let's Have a Waikiki. The next polish is called Caicos By The Ocean, and this is a light blue with a pink shimmer, some holographic, and those silver flakies. So here's one coat. This one is a little more sheer than the last few have been. It's a bit of a lighter color. Same formula though. So here's two coats. So two coats covers almost completely on this one. If I look really closely, I can still see my nail line, but there's so much going on with the flakies and the holographic that it distracts from it so much, I don't think it's worth a third coat. You might want one depending on your preference, but I don't really think it's necessary. So there is two coats of Caicos By The Ocean. The next polish is called I Need Vitamin C, and this is interesting. This is kind of like an emerald-y green. I feel like it's a little less saturated on camera than it is in person. From my angle, actually looking at the bottle, the shimmer is pink, but looking at the viewfinder, the shimmer is blue. So it's a pinkish blue, I guess, duochrome shimmer with holographic and those silver flakies. So here is two coats. One coat. What am I saying? Here is one coat. This one, again, is a little bit sheer on the first coat. It is a lighter color compared to those pinks that were pretty opaque on the first coat. Formula is fantastic. So here's two coats. This one also covers completely in two. You might want a third depending on your preference. And top coat to smooth it out, but like I said before, it's not going to be chunky. It's just going to be a little bit uneven. It just won't be completely glassy smooth. So there is two coats of I Need Vitamin C. The next polish is called Bikinis Bellinis, and this is a medium pink with a gold shimmer, holographic, and the silver flakies. This one does have a different color of shimmer in it than Let's Have a Waikiki, but I did want to show you the color. Bikinis Bellinis is a lot warmer, and I think it's probably just because of that shimmer, but it does look very different. And here it is next to Wanderlusting, which also has the gold shimmer. You can see it's a lot more pink. So here's one coat. And this one covers really well on the first coat. It is going to need two. I just want to deepen the color up a bit. And formula, of course, is fantastic as well. So here's two coats. And this one does deepen the color a little bit. Again, fantastic formulas. This marks the halfway point, and all the formulas have been great so far. All pretty much exactly the same. So here is two coats of Bikinis Bellinis. The next polish is called Staycay, and this is a lighter purple with a gold shimmer, those silver flakies, and some holographic. So here's one coat. This one is a little bit more sheer on the first coat, but not much. It's kind of in between the pinks and then the lighter like blues and greens. Again, fantastic formula. So here's two coats. This one covers completely in two, and that gold shimmer stands out really, really nicely. So there is two coats of Staycay. The next polish is called Pool Boys Wanted, and I'm going to call this a periwinkle blue because every polish is periwinkle to me this year. And this has a pinky shimmer to it, silver flakies, and holographic. So here's one coat. This one is a little bit sheer on the first coat. Fantastic formula, just like the other ones. And even though the shimmer is not as strong as the gold shimmer, for some reason the gold shimmer is like way stronger than the other ones, it still does stand out well. So here's two coats. And this one is another one that covers almost completely in two. If you look closely, you can still see a bit of nail line. I'm not going to do a third though. There's enough going on in the polish that it distracts from that. But depending on your preference, you might want to do three if that nail line does bother you too much. So there is two coats of Pool Boys Wanted. The next polish is called Getting Steamy in Santorini, and this is a silver with a strong purpley pink flash, silver flakies, and some holographic. So here's one coat. This one actually covers better than I thought it would. It's still a bit sheer, but I was expecting it to be really sheer since it doesn't really have a base color like the other ones do. It's just silver, but the coverage is actually pretty good. So here's two coats, and this one does cover completely in two. And I'm just really happy with how well I'm getting that shimmer to show up on camera. Usually I can't ever get shimmers to pick up on camera. Fantastic formula. This collection has a pretty consistent formula. So there is two coats of Getting Steamy in Santorini. And the last polish is called Dancing a Go-Go, and this is a medium to darker purple, I guess, with a blue shimmer, silver flakies, and holographic. So here's one coat. This one is a little bit sheer on the first coat, not terrible, but I definitely think it will get darker with the second. Great formula, just like all of the others. So here is two coats, and this one covers completely in two. It does darken the color, and with the color darkened, I feel like that blue shimmer stands out a lot better. And again, you will want top coat to smooth it out completely, although it's not going to be very chunky or textured or anything like that. So there is two coats of Dancing a Go-Go. So Wanderlusting is my favorite. This one is kind of orangey, and I like that a lot. It's still pink, but it has like an orange flash. It's very, very sparkly with the sterling silver flakies, a little bit of holographic. There's even like a little bit of a blue like reflect to it in certain lighting. It's just, there's so much going on in these. They are so gorgeous, but this one is my favorite out of the collection. So that is the Glitter Daze Escape to Paradise collection, available right now. So I will link the website down below where you guys can check these out. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I will talk to you later. Bye.